What is up? A-Aron back for my third reaction video. The first two were Dimash, and now I'm going to react to Morissette Amon. And so, super quickly, the reason I chose Morissette is because I was watching a lot of reaction channels, and specifically, I somehow followed a bunch of like vocal coaches reacting to like heavy metal songs, like Metallica and stuff. I grew up with Metallica. And so I got into that, and I saw Morissette, similar to Dimash, cropping up all over, but it just didn't interest me at the time to watch them. And then as more and more popularity, as I saw it more and more, I said, as soon as I do reactions, which I knew I would at some point, I'm going to make sure to keep her in mind. And so I think I'm saying that correct because I've heard them mention it, but I don't think I've seen her. And so let's dive right in. Here we're reacting to Akin Akin Kanalang. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Maybe we'll hear her sing it as part of it. So without further ado, let's jump right in. It's like a bus.
Wish 1075.
Bakit hindi mo maramdaman? Ikaw sa akin ay mahalaga. Ako sa'yo'y kaibigan lamang. Paano nga ba't di ko
Okay, so a couple things. First thing I noticed was her presence. I feel like I said the same thing with Dimash, but with her, she seems like someone that is very comfortable in front of people, and also seems very vulnerable. She seems like someone she's beautiful, but I think she's probably beautiful inside and out. I love her smiles. The music starts to go in this nice little groove, and she starts to groove. So it sounds like it's Akin Kanalang. I'm not sure. And I have lyrics pulled up, so we can explore those in just a minute. But at one point, I love how she did the way she cut off the note. It was like almost a cry. I'm sure there's a vocal technique associated with that, but I'm not quite sure. It was like almost not a scream. I'm not sure how to describe it. It was like that almost. But yeah, where was it at? I'm not sure what it is, so I'm not going to go scouring for it. But the other thing is she just has a very pretty voice. I could listen to this all day long. So now let's pull up the lyrics here. I have it both in Tagalog and English. I wanted to do a little bit advanced. So she's Filipina, and the most common language there is, English and Tagalog. And so this is in a Tagalog, and it's translated to "Just Be Mine." Now I don't know how good this translation is, but we're going to use it. Okay. So why can't you feel? Right. So we heard the chorus right here, Akin Kanalang. And so certainly we got through, I think, at least this far. So we'll just read through it. So why can't you feel that you are important to me? For you, I'm just a friend. No wonder I can't accept and would I still be loved? What I'm praying for, I'd rather just talk it out. Just be mine is what I'm praying for every day. Just be mine, and I will wait until you become mine, baby. And so clearly it's a love song of somebody that, that wants to be more than a friend, is what I'm gathering, right? For you, I'm just a friend. No, I can't accept, but patiently waiting that, I believe you're going to come around at some point, right? And so the emotion is one of sorrow, but also wishful sorrow, if you will, or at least that's the lyrics are getting me, and I can hear her voice matching it. Now I want to maybe I'll do it afterwards as an edit. I'm not sure, but that little. It's like almost the opposite. It's almost a vocal fry, but the way she cut off at the end of that, I'm curious what lyrics that matched, because I'm sure she was telling a story, painting a picture with that as well. If I just had to guess, because first of all, I don't think it was right towards the beginning. Yeah, maybe in here, about timing wise at least, and so. I'm not quite sure. Every day, maybe. I'm praying for every day or something, some emphasis. Regardless, let's get back to it. Pretty mellow at the moment. And the setting is really interesting. And so it's looks like a bus from the outside. And actually, I see the name of the thing is Wish 107.5 bus. So it's on a bus. And you see the Wish 107.5 branding and everything, of course, and we'll make sure to reference them. But that said, it's a beautiful start. Definitely looking forward to learning and hearing more. Let's see if I can find it. I heard like Sarasa or something to that effect. That's what I'm looking for. No. Okay, I'm not finding it. Again, I'm not going to waste your time looking for it. But super powerful effect. I've heard it before. She's not the only person I've ever heard do it, but I love her choice of doing it. Her selection. Okay, I realize I'm interrupting a nice little vocal run, and she's going to dive into it. I'll bring it back. So I wanted to pause for a minute, though, before we build, because I see we're about almost halfway through the song, and it's been pretty subdued. We've had some repetition going on, and my guess is that this is going to start building up. And so before we go there, I just want to say this is kind of the calm before the storm. And I'm curious where the lyrics take us, as well as her interpretation and the musical side of it. But she's clearly incredibly talented. Beautiful voice, so much control. And it's relatively mild what we've seen from her so far, but it was well executed, right? Well executed. All right, let's run that back a little bit.
na lang ang dinadasal sa araw-araw. Akin ka na lang, akin ka na lang, at maghihintay hanggang akin ka na.
Okay, that came out of nowhere. Like, I did not expect that. Just a nice, beautiful hold. Clearly there was suspense. Something was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen. But that whistle tone, like, that was like... I haven't listened to Mariah Carey in forever, so I don't know if I want to say it was better. But I feel like it's at least matched of what you would expect from Mariah Carey, and very few artists can do that. And for her to just do that out of nowhere, and for me at least, unexpectedly in the song, that was, and beautiful too. It was in taste. It wasn't out of character with the feeling and the sentiment of the song. And so let's actually, let's continue. See, and only in dreams have I touched and hugged you. And will I still be loved? What I'm praying for, I'd rather just talk about it. So yeah, it just continues. So it's kind of repeat. And so, you know, here I feel like she's telling a story like, why won't you just listen to me? Why won't you pay attention? Like that whistle tone, just like, hey, right? Like, what don't you see about me? How can it not be? Wow, that was unreal. So one thing, obviously, she's incredibly talented, and it's clear that she's very experienced. Like, I noticed, and I gotta maybe start paying attention to this more. I don't know that I noticed it with Dimash, but maybe because of the close-up constantly. Here with her, I'm noticing it, but it feels like she knows exactly what to do around that mic, right? Like, I noticed when she was belting, she kind of got away from it more, and I think she almost got to the side of it to go past it. Something to that effect. But this is quite a feat. She's very powerful, and still just a distinct tone, a distinct voice. And this is something that, you know, artists strive for, right? You know, being a jazz musician playing trumpet, you know, I always wanted to have my own sound. I wanted to sound different. That's like the ultimate goal, right? Instead of, you know, you sound like John Coltrane, or I guess I should probably use a trumpet player, but, you know, let's use one that everybody knows, like you sound like Louis Armstrong. I'd rather them say you sound like you, right? Or somebody else sounds like you. And she has her own sound. Clearly, very well accomplished musician that absolutely clearly knows what she's doing.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075. 1075.
I noticed that the high pitch from the radio actually matches it too. Like it prefaces it.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Yeah, nice choice. Beautiful. Okay, I have to run that whole thing back.
Ang dinadala na lang, ang dinadasal sa araw-araw. Akin ka na lang, akin ka na lang, at maghihintay hanggang akin ka na. At ako pa ba'y ibigin pa? Ang dinadasal, makikiusap na lang, akin ka na lang, giliw. Akin ka na lang, oh, ang dinadasal sa araw-araw. At maghihintay hanggang akin ka na.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Wow. Wow, brilliant artist. I definitely want to hear more from her. I will say that, you know, as incredible as she is, it's hard to react after Dimash. I can say I'm not shaken to my core like I was with him, if I'm being 100% honest. But she's in a league of her own. I mean, do not get me wrong here. She clearly is in an entirely different world than, you know, your average, well, even professional singer. She's clearly world class. And I would love to see what she does on an improvisational perspective, because some of those small little runs, those little ad libs and so forth, she seems so comfortable, and she seems to have, I'm guessing, a very good ear as well. I'd also like to hear her kind of accompanying somebody or in some kind of duet fashion or something to that effect. So if you have any recommendations along those lines, please feel free to post it. But, you know, that sound, her tone, just beautiful, beautiful. She is a real artist, and definitely very glad to have reacted to that. So if you want to see more reactions and get a, you know, raw, true emotional experience as if, you know, you've heard it again for your very first time, I'm not going to always be trying to cry or whatever, but I'm going to be real. And so, you know, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and get notifications. We definitely appreciate you, and we'll see you for the next one.